Hello guys, today we're going to talk about driving vocabulary. On the right here, this is the steering wheel. So the steering wheel in the UK is on the right side of the car. You use the steering wheel to turn where you want to go. Actually, you use it to steer the car. If you want to steer to the left, you need to turn the steering wheel left. And if you want to steer to the right, then you need to turn the steering wheel right. So the steering wheel is used to steer the car. At the top, we have the rear view mirror. So this is the rear view mirror because it shows you what is in the rear of your car or the back of your car. When you're driving, you will be using the rear view mirror all the time. It's one of the most useful mirrors in the car, the rear view mirror. On the left, we have the sun visor. You use the sun visor when it's sunny outside and you're finding it hard to see. If the sun is in your eyes, you can use the sun visor to keep the sun out of your eyes. So if the sun is in your eyes, pull down the sun visor, just pull the sun visor down like this, and it will protect your eyes from the sun. That's why it's called a sun visor. The window in the front of the car is called the windscreen. So this is the windscreen. When you're driving, most of the time you will look out of the windscreen of the car. So we have the steering wheel, the rear view mirror, sun visor, and the windscreen. Now I know this car is a little bit dirty. Please ignore that. Ignore the dirt. Okay. This seat is the driver's seat. So the driver of the car, of course, will sit in the driver's seat of the car. The other seat is the passenger seat. Passenger seat is for passengers. There is one passenger seat here and actually 3 more passenger seats in the back of the car as well. But if you're the driver, you will be sitting in the driver's seat. And of course, here we have the steering wheel again. You can see the steering wheel here. This here is the gear stick. Now in a manual car, you need to use the gear stick to change gears. Okay, some people drive automatic cars. Here in the UK, the manual car is the most popular type of car. So if you need to change gears in a manual car, you will move the gear stick like this. You can go to gear 1, gear 2, gear 3, gear 4, gear 5, or maybe even reverse. Put the gear stick into reverse gear as well. This gear stick here is a little bit stiff. It does not move easily, unfortunately. This is a very stiff gear stick. Down here we have the handbrake, like that. So if you want to keep the car in one place, instead of using the foot brake, you can use the handbrake, like this. So the handbrake is used to kind of secure the car in one place. Pull the handbrake and the car will not move. So we have the gear stick and the handbrake here. This mirror, we already spoke about the rear view mirror, but this is called the wing mirror. Okay, this is the wing mirror. Actually, this is the left wing mirror of the car. Obviously, you have the left wing mirror and the right wing mirror as well. This is the left wing mirror, and the left wing mirror will allow you to see on the left side of the car, obviously. Yes, so the left wing mirror and you have the right wing mirror to see down both sides of the car. And of course you have this one here, you have the rear view mirror as well. 3 main mirrors in the car. Here you can see the man is putting his hand on the steering wheel. Now if you want to use the horn, if you need to use the horn, usually you press your hand onto the steering wheel and you can use the horn if you need to use the horn for some reason, or if you need to honk the horn. That's the verb we use to talk about using the horn, is to honk the horn. Out the front of the car, like I said, you have the windscreen. So you look through the windscreen when you're driving, and you also have windscreen wipers. We have one windscreen wiper here and another windscreen wiper here. And when it's raining, you can turn on the windscreen wipers, and the windscreen wipers will keep the rain off your windscreen. Yes. So when it's raining, the first thing to do is turn on the windscreen wipers. This is where you put your keys. It's called the ignition. This is the ignition. So when you want to start the car, you need to take your keys, put your keys in the ignition, and then turn the keys in the ignition. Okay? Put your keys in the ignition and then turn them. That's the best way to do it. So that's the first step of starting your car, is to use the ignition in the beginning. This is the headrest. So the headrest goes behind your head to keep your head comfortable. You should have the headrest around the middle of the headrest should be where your eyes or your ears are here. So you should adjust your headrest to be in the right position. It's important to adjust the headset to go into the right position. This little, let's call it a cupboard, I guess. This little cupboard or compartment, this is called the glove compartment. That's right, the glove compartment, just like gloves you put on your hand. The glove compartment is a good area. You can put your things, maybe your sunglasses, or you can put anything, CDs, anything you like can go in the glove compartment. It's called the glove compartment because in the past, people used to wear driver's gloves. People wore driver's gloves, and they used to keep the gloves in the glove compartment there. The glove compartment is always on the passenger, in front of the passenger seat. We always have the glove compartment. Then we have our pedals. So there are, in a manual car, there are 3 pedals in the car. In an automatic car, there are only 2 pedals. Okay, in a manual car, we have the accelerator pedal. The accelerator pedal lets you go faster or lets you accelerate forward to go forward. This is what the accelerator pedal does. Then you have the brake pedal. The brake pedal will stop the car like this. So the accelerator pedal, the brake pedal, and the third pedal in a manual car is called the clutch. So when you are changing gears in a manual car, you need to push down the clutch pedal first and then use the gear stick to change gears. Yes? And then you lift up the clutch pedal afterwards. So in a manual car, every time you change gears, you need to push down the clutch pedal and then use the gear stick to change gears and then lift up the clutch. So you've got the accelerator pedal, the brake pedal, and the clutch. Automatic cars only have the accelerator pedal and the brake pedal, and they do not have a clutch pedal. Obviously, every car will have seat belts. So the seat belt is to keep you safe. The seat belt goes across your chest and into the seat belt socket. The seat belt socket, usually it's red. Usually there's a red socket, and you put your seat belt into the seat belt socket there. And that will keep you safe if you have a car crash or something. Finally, we have the speedometer. The speedometer will show you how fast you are driving. Simple as that, speedometer. In the UK, we measure speed in miles per hour, or mph. In most countries in the world, you use kilometers per hour, or kmph. Whether you're using miles per hour or kilometers per hour, the speedometer will tell you how fast you're going in the car. So that is all the vocabulary I have for you today. Have a good day. See you next time. Bye-bye.